Why?
Because he's a pussy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the session. And I am going to jump into my favorite segment, which is the conspiracy of the week. So which rabbit hole we going down this week, James?
The Anunnaki. Anunnaki.
So if I'm
You
new
know
to
much
this,
about them.
if I'm new to this, who are the Anunnaki?
They were an ancient civilization about 40,000 years ago, or Sumerian time, Mesopotamian time. That they were this superior technology driven, like advanced technology, more advanced than us. Talking like using frequencies, sounds, crystals, precious elements. They were a giant race of beings said to have come from the stars, the heavens, and their fiery chariots. And they came down and not enslaved, but created what is now us, modern day man.
So if the Anunnaki created us, how could a race of people live on Mars? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that part will be answered next week. But
more so, the Anunnaki are a class of, gods within ancient Mesopotamia panthology.
okay.
They're basically where we came from. They're the gods that created us. We worshipped them. Not much is really known about them. They're, they have been proven. It's just a lot of people don't want to buy the whole thing because it goes against your modern Christianity, religion.
So now I'm just gonna jump to next week. Was Mars once inhabited?
Yeah,
it was inhabited by the Anunnaki.
There you go. That's where
the
Anunnaki after the war.
That's where
toasted.
That's where the first nuclear war took place, and then they came to Earth.
Somewhat of a nuclear war. It might not even been a nuclear war.
Well, then why all that radiation?
They did. We don't know exactly what. There's a lot of radiation damage, but there's also a lot of damage where there's a lot of evaporation, where the climate changed.
Yeah, because they fucking launched nukes and vaporized their planet, and then came here to try and teach.
And that's very quite possible.
And what do we do? Turn around and fucking do it.
There's a lot of evidence recently, and you can go to NASA.com, and you can look up the images that the space, lander Discovery or whatever it is, that's there on the surface of Mars that regularly sends back pictures, and you can see pyramids in the background. You can see rubble. It is buried. It is deeply buried. Think about how quickly the desert changes in the desert, the Sahara Desert, the Egyptian desert.
You can see the fucking water line on the cliff out in fucking
exactly.
So now I have to ask, where are the Anunnaki now?
Okay, you know the story of Superman?
Oh, Jesus.
No, hold up. Now I know this is kind of geeky, but I'm going to
talk
about this.
Yeah, boy. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, I tell you what, I've been on one for today, but this is going to make sense, I promise you.
Damn, we fucking live. We fucking live.
It's good shit. Hey, drink that copper.
Look, learn how to pronounce fucking copper crap.
Goddamn copper crap. Fuck. Anyway, Superman. Listen. Superman, okay, the comic book. He came from
no. Fuck that. Hold on. Let me tell you something. How the fuck can Superman? No, never mind. I don't even want to get into it.
No, we're gonna take out the whole superpower thing here. We're going to take the super. This is how they hide things and disguise things. The truth, okay? The story of Superman.
But according to
this one Kryptonian was sent here. Okay, he was supposed to come here and start a race again of, their race started all over again. Okay, that's similar to the Anunnaki coming here again and starting their race all over again.
But
it's the way that the government can tell.
So they're more like Omni-Man. That's more like Omni-Man. Superman.
These giant people. They were these supermen though, because they were these tall beings. They came here, and what they did is they took the monkeys. Okay, they took their DNA.
So
they did this kind of like, they played God just like we do, and created, taking primate DNA, taking their DNA, crossing that stuff together, and you end up with humans, because there's no other creature out there. I mean, we're so close to like primates, and primates are so close to us. It's just one fucking chromosome difference. One, and that one.
And we get that chromosome. And we get that chromosome from the
Anunnaki. And I think that extra chromosome, because we don't know where it comes from, we can't explain it. It's just there. And that's scientifically proven. You can look that up. You can Googlefy it. You can look it up on the old Britannica thing. But I think that basically what that was is it wasn't Superman, one person. I think it was multiple people came down here to Earth to mine gold because they needed that on their planet, and they were also trying to kind of like they were looking to recolonize somewhere because their fucking shit was fucked, because like Brad said, they nuked themselves.
So where are they? Where are they now? Are they deceased? Did they die out?
They left. They left. Okay. They had to leave.
They realized we were turning into them, and they didn't want to see the fail of their creation.
And yeah, they basically left. They flooded the earth. That was the Great Flood, and they dipped. Well, they didn't expect.
Are you dragging this into Jesus as an alien?
Not yet, but we're all aliens. So if that motherfucker is an alien, it makes a lot more sense. I think that was a test to see if we were ready, and we weren't. Because we killed the motherfucker. He said, "No, man, you different. You think different." Hey, no, but no, like, we ain't gonna go into that yet. That's for another day. But no, the Anunnaki are the ancestors of ours that came from Mars to basically mine the planet for gold and other resources, because their planet was failing because of all the nuclear issues that went on there. So that's my theory on that. Anywho, I know you haven't. I know you're kind of learning, Tim.
You are cutting so much shit out and around.
Well,
we gave Andrade more time than we had.
Well, I mean, what do you want to talk about?
How about the fact that you just did a complete circle around and got right back to the same spot and said, "Yep, that's everything."
You want to know where the Anunnaki used to reside? You look over in Egypt area. I don't remember where it's at. I think it's like not Egypt area, but Jordan. I think the giant out in the desert. They have those giant, things carved into the mountainsides, into the sandstone mountainsides. Those giant temples, palaces of the kings and stuff. And, the giant size of all the stuff that's currently buried underneath Egypt right now that they've done LiDAR scans of. And there's so much shit buried underneath feet and feet of sand that it would take, centuries to uncover it. But unfortunately, bureaucracy over there in Egypt keeps a lot of things buried. But there's places where these kings roamed, like Brad said, where we can't explain, why are these things so large? Why are these, hallways, fucking 40 foot tall? Well, because there's a goddamn, 30 foot tall, or 20 foot tall.
I don't know. Please tell me.
Through shit. because these people were just massive compared to us humans.
So
They
that's how
towered
we
over
get.
us. They were
So
gods.
that's how we get the Big Show, Andre the Giant, all these 7-foot motherfuckers is because
They
we
had little
got that
teeth. They
one
had,
chromosome.
they got a little. They got more. They're more in touch with their ancient ancestors than we are. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing. Same thing. I believe people that are. This is where and I mean no disrespect to anybody, but I think people that are of darker complexion, darker skinned, I think are more genetically related to the Anunnaki and the original peoples here on Earth than unfortunately white people. I think white folks are an anomaly.
We're going to go ahead and stop it there, folks.
And
We lost Tim. Have a great night.